who are fighting in the front lines, or doctors, nurses, allied health professionals, police, soldiers, civil servants, and everyone performing essential services in the private sector. I assure you that your efforts will be rewarded. Your heroism will not be forgotten. Saludo kami sa inyo. Let me thank the LGUs who are doing their best to contain the spread of the virus in your localities. I see that you are employing innovative programs and initiatives to address the needs of your constituents. Yan ang dapat tulungan. Rest assured that the national government is behind you as we safeguard the welfare of our people in your communities. I issued an order to Executive Secretary Mijaldea, clearly laying down the responsibilities of each department in implementing the Bayanihan to Heal as One Act. I have given them their marching orders, emphasizing the need for sufficient authority so that they do not have to go back to me and ask for clearance for each and every action they have to take. All of the details of our actions will be part of my report, which will be submitted to Congress pursuant to Bayanihan Act. There are now only two powers in the law that I reserve strictly for myself. One is the power to direct the operation of private establishments. The other is the power to require businesses to prioritize contracts for materials and services necessary for the crisis. I will exercise these powers only when absolutely necessary. The government is now taking action and undertaking several key measures to overcome and recover from the effects of this pandemic. These measures have three main priorities. First, providing emergency assistance to affected sectors. The second, securing facilities for resources for the health sector. And third is performing fiscal and monetary action for the economy. First, the government is now launching the largest and widest social protection program in our country's history. Pinakamalaki itong tulong ng ibibigay ng gobyerno sa mamamayan. Sa history natin, nagkaroon ng problemang ganito. To make up for the loss of economic opportunities due to quarantine measures in the place of COVID-19. We have allotted 200 billion pesos for low-income households who are badly affected by the current crisis. Sila ang nasa informal sector and those who live day-to-day on subsistence wages or no work, no pay. arrangements, beneficiary households will receive emergency support for their 2 months based on the regional minimum wage. However, I still count on everyone to also look out after their fellow men, their countrymen. To those who have more in life, I implore you to share in the cost of taking care of the less fortunate and keeping our society intact. They have also contributed to our prosperity in one way or the other. So let us support them in this crisis. Okay. Let it be said that in the hour of our country's greatest need, we all look out for and help each other. Buksan natin ang ating puso sa nangangailangan. I also appeal to the private sector to contribute in any way you can in dealing with this national emergency. We implore employers to do their part in protecting the welfare of the millions of Filipino households that belong to the formal sector and depend on their employers for continuous livelihood. For those who have silently helped away from the cameras, maraming salamat po. The government will provide a recovery package, especially to micro, small, and medium enterprises to help deal with the economic effects of this pandemic. My economic team is already creating the guidelines for this as I speak. To our farmers and our fisherfolk, we have not forgotten you, and government is now employing quick response measures to help you during the crisis, as well as ensure food productivity, availability, and sufficiency during the period of the pandemic. Andito ang gobyerno para sa inyo. The government is also ensuring the unhampered flow of cargo and their workers to maintain the continuous and steady supply of food, goods, and other essential supplies and items. A price freeze on commodities is already in effect, and measures to curtail hoarding and profiteering are also in place. Uulitin ko, hindi ito panahon para kumita. Hindi ito panahon ng pagsasamantala. Food packs and essential non-food items are also being distributed on LGUs in Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon. Contaminated areas in the Visayas and Mindanao are receiving similar assistance. More will be given to augment the requirement of LGUs in the coming days as we repackage the items in our stockpiles. Gagawin ko lahat para walang magutom. Second, we are marshalling and deploying the resources of government to provide our frontline health workers with everything they require so they can save as many lives as possible. We are now procuring medical supplies, devices, and personal protective equipments. About 1 million medical protective items are being acquired right now with the government and the private sector working together to purchase or produce the necessary quantities. We are also ramping up our capacity to test more broadly to take a fuller and more accurate picture of the spread of COVID-19 in the country. We will also build, operate, and accredit more medical facilities and laboratories in the coming weeks. The outpouring of donations and support for the business organizations, foreign governments, and private individuals over the past few weeks have also been overwhelming. I therefore would like to acknowledge the following for their help in this crisis: the government of China, the government of Singapore, the NGCP led by Big Boy C and Robert Cuyeto, Ramon Ang, Enrique Crason, Manny Pangilinan, Lucio Tan and Michael Tan, Simeon Heo of Shop Philippines, Century Peak Corporation, Gutianon Yap, Udema Foundation of Dennis Oy, also Robert Singh, Archie Pu, yung who suffered loss, mga buhay niya, empleyado niya, pati yung aeroplano na crash on a evacuation mission to Japan. My condolences to the families, and I assure you na tutulong kami sa anumang paraan. Do not be discouraged. PAGCOR headed by Andrea Domingo, the World Health Organization, Mammoth Foundation, China, Jack Ma, Seriaco Lopez, Global Fund America Cares Foundation, UNIFPA, Aboitiz Foundation, D&L Corporation, Golden Tupper, Lander Superstore, Unilab Foundation, Alliance Global, Philippine Disaster Resilience Foundation, Temasek Foundation, as well as the countless others who have sent their assistance in our time of need. In behalf of the Filipino people, I thank you and your compassion and your generosity and my personal gratitude. Mahal kong mga kababayang Pilipino, nasa ikatlong linggo na tayo sa ating crisis na hinaharap. At tayo'y hirap sa pera, sa medical supplies, sa lahat. Dati ho naman talagang kulang ang pera natin at kulang ang medical supplies. At hindi lang ho tayo, pati yung Amerika, ganun rin. Kasi hindi natin akalain buong mundo na ganun kabilis, 2 araw lang after receiving the advice from China, the crisis was already here, COVID-19. Ang masasabi ko lang, meron tayong 200 billion na binigay sa akin ng Kongreso para gastusin ko. Yun naman ho ang ginagamit kong pakalat ngayon ng pera para mabigyan ang lahat. Galing doon sa walang trabaho, may trabaho, kalahating trabaho, ang mga mayaman hindi nakasali. Ako na may umaasa na itong ating mga trabahante na Pilipino ay gawin nila ang lahat para sa pakanan ng ating bayan. At ang kami dito, gawain ko ang buong kaya kong gawin para ho sa inyo. Kaya nga hindi ako nakalabas, ilang araw, 2 araw. Pero usually, in times of crisis, kailangan ang isang trabahante ng gobyerno na binigyan ho ng trabaho para humarap sa inyo, makipag-usap sa inyo. Ito ho ang garantiya ko. Ginagawa namin ang lahat ng makakaya namin. May mga doktor na, mga nurses, attendants na matay. Sila yung nasawi ang buhay para lang makatulong sa kapwa. Napakaswerte nila. Namatay sila para sa bayan. Yun ang dapat, ang rason na bakit tayo mamatay. Huwag tayo mamatay sa ibang rason na sagasaan ka lang at wala ka namang ginawa. It would be an honor to die for your country, I assure you. At ako naman ang filosofiya ko ganito. Sa nagtatrabaho, kung protected ka lang, make yourself fully covered, protected, para hindi lang madisgrasya. Pero ang doktrina ko sa buhay, ako, si Rodrigo Duterte, kung panahon ko na. So, gano'n na lang ang pagtingin ko kasi wala ma rin akong magawa. Pumupunta ako doon sa mga lugar na may gera. Pumupunta ako doon sa may lugar na may pumuputok yung bomba. Pumupunta ako doon sa likod ng mga sundalo at nagrakrakan sila ng... hindi ko masabi kung kailan ako. Kaya sabi ko na lang, Diyos ko, pag panahon ko na, kunin mo na ako. Huwag kang mag-atubili. Bahala ka na. So sa mga kababayan ko, hindi ko naman sinasabi na sundin ninyo ang aking filosofiya. But somehow, let the thought comfort you that I really worry about you. That I worry that you will not be able to reach an old age with your children and grandchildren. Kasi ako, nandyan na patapos na ako. Kaya ko masabi yan. So, trabaho lang tayo. Ang mga supplies nandyan na at makabili na tayo ng kailangan ninyo. Ngayon, sa mga tao na binigyan ng people task of distributing the money, distributing the food, distributing the relief goods, kindly do it. I use the word to a T. Kung hindi nyo naintindihan yan, mag-research kayo. Pero talagang pag nagkamali kayo dito, hindi ko kayo palusutin. I will see to it, even tomorrow, if I discover some embezzlements, some hoarding there, at dinadivert yung pagkain sa mga tao na dapat hindi sa kanila, you better think. I am not a cruel man. Pero kung may report ang pulis I will order your detention hanggang matapos itong COVID-19. Sabi ko, wag ngayon. Wag na wag kayong mandaya, mangurakot, at taguin yung mga pagkain at yung iba hindi bigyan kasi you know, people sometimes think that they own whatever they receive from government. This is not yours. Neither is it mine. Pero kung mamuliti ka tapos makabalitaan ko na yun ang nagawa mo, I will suspend you ora mismo. And for those who are really absconding the money, I will detain you, I said. And maybe I will release you pagkatapos ng COVID. Hindi ako nananakot. Nagpapasalamat ako sa buong lahat ng aking mga doktor who are honest, at talagang natatrabaho. Sa inyo po, personal kong gratitude na hindi mabayaran ng pera. Ang papasalamat rin ng taong bayang Pilipino. Salamat po. At ako'y regularly makipag-usap sa inyo until this crisis is over. Huwag kayong matakot ngayon. Huwag na huwag kayong matakot kasi sabi ko may pera ako at kung meron man ang palpak-palpak dyan, kunti, ayusin namin yan. Ayusin ni Lorenzana yan, the implementor, pati ni Anyo sa DILG. Ato si Galbeso, puro military na yan sila. At as a matter of fact, ganito, lahat ng kontribusyon, lahat, ibigay mo doon sa opisina na set up ng task force. At kung may releases man lahat, accounted dyan, tapos then there's another audit in the integrity of the procedure. Yan lang po, papasalamat ako sa lahat ng trabahante ng gobyerno nandyan. At ako naman po at the same time, nagbibigay ng warning. Totohanan ko talaga kayo. Sa crisis, tapos gawin mo pa yung dapat ka talagang ikulong. Hindi kita i-release. At huwag kang, hindi ako maniwala ng kaso-kaso. Hayaan mo, magpapapreso ako. Balang araw kung mali ang sinabi ko at ginawa ko. Sa inyong mga Pilipino, mga kababayan, mahal ko. Mo mga Bisaya, sunod lang mo, sumunod lang kayo. At walang problema. Daghang salamat.